How you doing, y'all? Night number 3. How y'all doing on this Thursday night? Speaking of throwbacks, we're going to talk about a throwback celebrity, T.I. Tonight, we're talking T.I., his son King, and Charleston White. Why his relationship is important with his son and not Charleston White. We're going to call this like father, like son. Let's get into it tonight. Oh, and by the way, before I do that, I want y'all to do the following. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Let's click that again. Let's get into it tonight on Relationship Talk with G's.
Yeah. I need your love and affection. Yeah. Off the drugs, we expressions of the love that we had. Cause it's all a reflection. Yeah, I'm in the car with my best friend, looking at the stars, teaching lessons, looking at the fall like it's blessings, looking at it all like it's blessings. But believe I ain't leaving. We just breathe through the seasons. Took relief from your reasons. Woke up to see who I'm being. If you need me, I'll peep it up. And when you heat it, I'm freezing up. In my sheets, where you dreaming of? You gon' make me beat all your demons up.
I mean like, shawty do the most, she like, we didn't got to close me like, we never went close me on girl.
Yeah, she got me like, shawty do the most, she like, we didn't got to close me like, we never went close me on girl. Yeah. Her spirit keep me freer. I probably do need her. I might really keep her. Shorty been a keeper. Things been getting deeper. And I'm trying to reach her. Not something like a preacher, but something like a teacher, showing her that they can be her. And I need her in my life, more than just a wife. Someone who gon' ride, be there every night. Someone on my side, not just tryna fight.
I mean like, shawty do the most, she like, we didn't got to close me like, we never went close me on girl.
Yeah, she got me like, shawty do the most, she like, we didn't got to close me like, we never went close me on girl. Yeah.
They can have you upside down, cause I'm not dipping. When I told you we for life, I wasn't playing. Boy, you really snanked me twice, and I'm still staying. Shit gon' happen in this life, I'm not complaining. But this love we got is real, we not explaining. These niggas different, they say that they be dumb, but always switching. And these bitches want my style, they be tripping. Fuck them bitches, they ain't letting up on my position. They can have you upside down, cause I'm not dipping. When I told you we for life, I wasn't playing. Boy, you really snanked me twice, and I'm still staying. Shit gon' happen in this life, I'm not complaining. But this love we got is real, we not explaining. Boy, I'm never gonna leave you. All these other niggas really see through, I need you. All these other bros wanna mistreat you. I don't friend nobody cause they bleed too. Bitch, straight about a nigga, I ain't worried, cause I see you when I see you. He be like you, man, these bitches wanna be you. Fuck them other bitches, where you at, I wanna see you. they be tripping. Fuck them bitches, they ain't letting up on my position. They can have you, let's side down, cause I'm not dipping. When I told you we for life, I wasn't playing. Boy, you really snaked me twice, and I'm still staying. Shit gon' happen in this life, I'm not complaining. But this love we got is real, we not explaining.
And I've been fucking up your money, you been going crazy lately. I've been chilling, I promise I really want this, baby. Promise that I love you, I got you, and now you stunting, baby. Love when we fucking all night, and we been trading places. You mad at me, you let us say that they applying pressure. But I don't ever really trip, cause I apply it better. And you too low, you ain't real, and plus I really trust you. Every time we ever falling out, we always come together. Yeah, and I'ma ride, I'll ride. Ever play with her, see I'ma slide, I'ma slide. If I ever catch him lagging, that's a homicide. Don't play with my feelings, I'm gon' deem it fine. Yeah.
Always switching, and these bitches want my style, they be tripping. Fuck them bitches, they ain't letting up on my position. They can have you, let's side down, cause I'm not dipping. When I told you we for life, I wasn't playing. Boy, you really snaked me twice, and I'm still staying. Shit gon' happen in this life, I'm not complaining. But this love we got is real, we not explaining. Yeah,
baby, can I explore your legs? Not lose control of our heart, babe. We can do it. Attached, baby, no strings. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. It's wonderful. Wanna get you in the mood. Wonderful. Pleasing you. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You're interesting. You're amazing. Now that you're here, now that we're here, got it all spread. When you on the bed, grab you by your hair. Know you like it, yeah. Got me saying, oh, got me saying, baby, you tell me you want it slow, slow. Dive so deep, deep, and you on top of me, top of me. You see your time has come inside me. Oh, 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 baby. Oh, baby. What you doing it for? Wanna get you in the mood. Wonderful. Pleasing you. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You're interesting. You're amazing.
Take you on tonight. Will that take you by surprise? Boy, just tell me how you like it. I want you, I can't deny it. I only want you with nobody but you, man, I really want to show you with nobody but you what I really can do. And it's only for body calling for for? Body calling for?
Who is he?
All right. What you got for me? Relationship talk. Let me see. I can't see. Relationship talk with G's.
How are you?
I almost read that as G Easy.
Everything about keeping your relationship private is important. Keeping it out of the public's eye.
Yeah.
Once it goes to the public's eye, no matter how it came
I
to the
think I
public's
want
eye,
you, girl. I ain't
you
gonna
then
lie.
become a target.
Do what you want to, girl. Don't be so shy.
Let's be
I hit the
realistic.
blunt,
A man understands that, and they understand that they're going to deal with a woman that they can afford. They're not going to reach for somebody that they can't afford.
Do what you want to, girl. Don't be so shy.
So let's stop the bullshit.
I hit the blunt, too, girl. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Yeah. Let me get high with me. Look at the sky with me. You said you would try with me, and you surprising me.
You get what I'm saying? But you're missing the point.
Yeah, that's what I like to see.
The point is, if you let me finish what I'm saying.
There's no need to fight with me. Ain't no need to cry with me. It won't be goodbyes for me. You keep getting high with me, just like I'm right for you. I know you the type for me. Yeah, I know you the type for me. Keep on that life for me. I'ma need you in my sight for me, cause that's what I like to see. Live up to that hype for me, then you'll be on flights with me. Yeah, I think I want you, girl. I ain't gon' lie. Do what you want to, girl. Don't be so shy. I hit the blunt too, girl. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. I think I want you, girl. I ain't gon' lie. Do what you want to, girl. Don't be so shy. I hit the blunt too, girl. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Do you love me like you say you love me? Or is it just when you high and when you sippin' bubbly? I know all these shorties on it make it hard to trust me, but I'm thinking to myself like how you just so lovely. You so selfless with yourself, you put no one above me. Always keep that business to yourself and never rush me. I was thinking like I couldn't let no shorty cuff me, but I'm copping you with locking you like it's a must thing. I hope you got my back.
How you doing, y'all? I hope y'all noticed the changes here. We had some modified changes. Had to make sure I get all the focus on me. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I get all the focus on me. But have an accent piece in the background. I like having an accent piece in the background. Oh wow, we got somebody that wants to go live already. Okay. Hold on one sec. Let's get him on here. Let's get him on here. Let's get him on here. How you doing? Hey. Oh, we cammed up tonight. That's what I'm talking about.
You said what?
We cammed up tonight. Okay. But do me a favor. I'm actually going to take you back off the screen. Usually the way I start the show, and I'm going to just say this just since everybody on YouTube is watching too. Usually what I do formally, like you'll see a 10-minute timer. You won't see it if you're on Instagram. If you're watching it from YouTube, you'll see it. That's where the full screen is. It's a 10-minute. Go ahead.
I don't know what's going on. So when I get on your YouTube, it shows everything, right? But it won't allow me to like say like, hey, what's
Oh,
up? It won't let me.
are you logged into like are you logged into YouTube?
Yeah, and it won't let me do none of that. So I was like, let me just stick to it, IG. But I don't
No, that's fine.
know.
You can watch me right on here. That's why I always got Instagram, YouTube on at the same time.
Okay, and you said you want me to click out?
No, I'm gonna click you out. That's fine. Because we usually what I do is the order of the show. Usually I do it like this. I'll do like a 10-minute timer, right? Then after the 10-minute timer, you'll see me do my introductions and stuff like that. And then after that, you'll see the intro video, and then I get right into the show. I do a 15 and 20-minute monologue on the topic of the night, so everybody knows, what I'm talking about. And then after that, then I'll allow the call lines to open, and from Instagram, from YouTube, and then we'll go on like that. So I'm gonna click you off. Just enjoy, sit back for a little bit, grab your popcorn, your wine, all that good stuff, and hopefully you're available to talk when I finish my monologue.
Okay.
Cool. That's what I'm talking about. They are ready. The goons are ready. They are already geared up, ready to go. That's what I'm talking about. Mrs. Coleman says, hey, how you doing? 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 So let's get right to it, y'all. Let's get right to it. So y'all heard the explanation. This was an interesting way of starting the show off tonight. But without further ado, welcome to Relationship Talk with G's, where our conversations aim to keep you pleased. I'm your boy, A1G's, and you're now walking to the Guru's house. Take your shoes off and enter. So, with that being said, YouTube, I'm going to show y'all the banner. I'm going to show you the banner. Okay. Here's the banner for tonight. That's the quote of the evening. All right, so the topic is called Like Father, Like Son. Like Father, Like Son. Why T.I.'s relationship with his son is important and not Charleston White. Again, the topic is called Like Father, Like Son. Why T.I.'s relationship with his son is important and not Charleston White. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do me a favor. Please do me a favor and do the following right here. Everybody is welcome to the Guru's house rent free, but this is how you pay your tour time. Right here. Hit that like button on the live video. Share it to a friend who wants to watch the show. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. And then you're going to hit that gray bell, which turns on all notifications so you do not miss a single show or event. Yeah, y'all know I like that. Yeah, I like that. So let's get right into it. T.I., his son King, and we're talking about, we're also going to talk about Boozy Badass because this is how it started. Not Boozy Badass starting anything. It has something to do with Boozy's son. T.I.'s son comes in the mix of Charleston White. Who is Charleston White, by the way? I want to put the topic banner up in here as well, too. Should a father do this with his son? Oh, by the way, Instagram, if you're watching right now, share this to a friend that you know will be watching this, because I'm sending it to everybody. But we need to know who Charleston White is, right? So in the meantime, I'm just gonna play just like 30 seconds of some intermission music because I'm sharing the live to Instagram as well too. We got to get this out to as many people as humanly possible. So share this live for me.
Yeah. I need your love and affection. Yeah. Of the drugs, we expressions. Of the love that we had. Cause it's all a reflection. Yeah. I'm in the car with my best friend. Looking at the stars, teaching lessons.
I'm sharing live right now. Y'all wondering what I'm doing. I would love for y'all to share the live. Because I want some people watching this tonight. I want 1 million people watching it.
Woke up to see who I'm being. If you
Yes.
need me, I'm peeping.
That's right. You know how we do it. Share the live, Instagram if you're watching. Like the video.
I mean, like, shawty do the most, she like,
And this music is not banned by Instagram. Haha. What's that little Dirk say? Aha. I'll tell y'all why in a second.
We never went ghost, we hung up. Her spirit keep me free. I probably do need her. I might really keep her. Shorty been a keeper. Things been getting deeper. And I'm trying to reach her. Not something like a preacher, but something like a teacher. Showing her that they can't be her. And I need it in my life. More than just a wife.
Alright, let's go.
Be there every night.
This is why this music cannot get banned by Instagram. Because when you make your own music, you don't have to worry about the Instagram bloodthirsty shutting your live down. And shout out to the music artist who gave me permission to put his music on here. He goes by the name of Six Ray Music. If y'all don't know who he is, look him up on Instagram, y'all. Six Ray Music, shout out to him. He has 2 songs that's made it to the podcast. One of them being the theme song. So let's get right into it. We need to understand who Charleston White is. In order for you to guys understand why this is important, you need to know who Charleston White is. So let's look him up. Let's look him up. We're gonna go on the screen here. We're gonna look up Charleston White. I'm gonna YouTube. I'm gonna share the screen with you guys. Instagram, if you're watching from here, you want to watch on YouTube, you'll see you'll see everything that I'm putting up on the screen here. If you want to watch on YouTube, you want to watch on Instagram, that's fine too. If you want to watch on Instagram, feel free, be my guest. But in the meantime, between time, we're going to add this to the screen here for YouTube, and we're going to give you some information on Charleston White. You need to understand why Charleston White is important to this conversation. You'll know by understanding who he is and what impact does he have. So Charleston White is I'm going to classify him as an upcoming comedian. An upcoming comedian. Okay. And we're going to find out how old he is and all that. Who is Charleston White? Okay. Charleston White, this is sourced from the U.S. Sun. Who is Charleston White? Okay. Charleston White, he is known for sharing stories of his criminal past on social media. Charleston White's online presence has earned a mixed reception from web users. Some of his biggest controversies were due to his comments regarding George Floyd, the death of late rapper DMX, as well as the deaths of Nipsey Hussle and King Von. Charleston White we're talking about here. Despite his criminal history and prison stint, Charleston has managed to turn his life around by becoming a motivational speaker and is now a pillar in his community as well as an active in the churches. He is the founder and CEO of Helping Youth People Excel, also known as HYPE, an organization dedicated to educating teens and helping steer them away from turning to crime. The group has even worked directly with members of one of Texas' largest Hispanic gangs in the town of Fort Worth. He said, "My story gives hope to those who've lost it. It shows victims and their families that even the worst individuals can change their lives." Okay, so why was he sent to jail? Why was Charleston White sent to jail? At age 14, Charleston White and 3 friends had shoplifted athletic jackets from a Foot Locker store, and a man who confronted them was shot dead in the parking lot. He told the Texas Tribune, quote, "I was for all intents and purposes a N-word, the murderer. I didn't pull the trigger, but I was responsible for the shooting death." Okay. So we want to know, what is Charleston White's occupation? What is Charleston White's occupation? Okay. Charleston White is known as an upcoming comedian. Born in 1970, age 52 years old, he is a famous American YouTuber, motivational speaker, social media influencer, media face, content creator, and entrepreneur from Texas. This guy is famous for his amazing YouTube videos. He has earned over 123K subscribers on his YouTube channel titled The Real Charleston White. Apart from this, Charleston is also known as a motivational speaker. According to media reports, Charleston does have a criminal past, as we just went over that. How you doing, Court B? Then WT 1993, PHL Chicks 2003. How you doing? Mr. Understand Man, how you doing? He also spent several years in prison on a charge of murder. He decided to turn his life around and become a good person, or perform his due diligence to society. At present, he's a famous YouTuber and motivational speaker. So we read the rest on him. So why does he have an impact on T.I. and his son? He has an impact on T.I. and his son because of the following. The comments that he made about Boogie's son. The comments that he made about Boogie's son. And we're going to play those comments. I want to grab my speaker real fast. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to grab my speaker, so you can hear these videos that I'm about to play in chronological order. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I'm real fast with it tonight. We're not playing no games in this. We play no games in this piece. And by the way, sometimes I do a bottle of the evening. Sometimes I do a candle of the evening. Instagram, if you want to see this, the candle of the evening is that good old apple. They call it apple pumpkin spice by Mainstays. That's the brand. They have a pretty good. Saying here. So we're gonna play this video right here. We're gonna look this up right here. So let's start off with the first video. The first clip that you need to know about is in regards to what Charleston White was saying. I'm gonna make sure I get it right here. What Charleston White was saying about Boogie's son. Because that's what the main conversation was about. He just brought T.I.'s son King in the midst of the conversation, and little did he know would start a social media war, which is something that I preach about all the time in my series that I did called Social Media Warfare, and I did 3 shows on this. And this is one of the rules of social media warfare. Never challenge someone publicly unless you intend on them turning into an opponent who has to respond publicly. And here is the issue that we had. The issue that Charleston had was how his son responded. But when you throw a punch, right? When you throw a jab, right? Do you anticipate on how they're going to throw the punch back? Are they going to throw the punch back fairly? Are they going to dip, aim for the face and neck? Or are they going to try to do an offense and reach below the belt? You don't know how they're going to respond back. But when you're in a fight, when you're in a war, right? Right now with Ukraine, right? In Russia, right? The leader of Russia, his intent is to take over wherever the areas of Ukraine that he wants to take over. We can't control the narrative on how he's going to fight back. Fair or not fair? No. But the point I'm trying to make is Charleston Wright cannot get mad if he has if he doesn't like how his son responded back. He started the war with T.I.'s son, a child. This grown man started a war. So he can't get mad. He can't get mad. So let's hear this first video. I think this is it right here. He spoke on behalf of let me see right here. Charleston White speaks about Bougie's son. All right. So, all right, let's hear this.
Yeah, nigga, that's where I be. I hate you, Boosie. And I don't like your little son either, nigga. Little Tootie Raw, he going to jail. Yeah, little boy going to jail. He little Chad going to jail. Little Tootie Raw think he tough for the mother. Boy, you little Boosie son. Little boy ain't never been across his goddamn head. Boosie, your boy don't know how to fight. Neither do that T.I. little yellow mother, the long hair freak. That little mother don't know how to fight either. Get them y'all babies is rapper babies. Go drop him off over his cousin them house, where one of them cousins might not let him eat. And then see if the boy can hold up in Baton Rouge. Right now, little Tootie Raw, you ain't nothing but a little shelter, little boy that look like a pair of patent leather boots. Your daddy look like ostrich boots, and you look like a pair of patent leather boots. Little shiny skin mother.
Okay. I'm going to play that back. This is how it started. T.I., this had nothing to do with T.I. This had everything to do with T.I.'s son. T.I.'s son was minding his business. T.I.'s son was minding his business. I'm going to play the video again so you can hear how Charleston White, and all this was about gaining notoriety and clout. All this was clout chasing. All this was about clout chasing, point dot decimal, period, poo. All this was about clout chasing. That's all it was. He is trying to make a name of himself. He's just trying to get out there. He got a show coming, and he sold out his show. He sold out his show. And he's going to do whatever it is. And this is what makes it even worse. This is what makes it even worse. Everybody knows that he's known as what people will call a rat or a snitch. But he makes it clear himself. We can speak publicly on it because he said it out his own mouth. He's connected to the police. He said he's connected to the same. He said this was his response. After T.I.'s son responded to him, I guess with like minor threats, he then responds afterwards saying that I'll get your son locked up. I know the same police that was involved, the people that was involved with the RICO case. YSL and all that. Matter of fact, let me call them right now. That's exactly what came out of his own mouth. Like, that's cool. You get what I'm saying? But if you read all of the people that we spoke about, the people that he's spoken on, it seems as though that he has quite a history of back and forth with the rap industry. I'm going to read some of the comments. Geeky Chic said, and I hope I got it right this time. She said, that grown man is always talking out of pocket. And this is how folks get smoked. Don't speak on people's children. And listen, this is not a matter of why he responded the way he responded. Because at the end of the day, he was minding his business. You just can't, it's not like he was on a comedy stand or nothing like that. You just came slandering this dude's name. You was really talking about Boogie's son, but he just came in the mix of it. You just don't like. I guess he just got to beef with rappers. I guess he just got to beef with rappers. But I'm going to explain to you where I come into play, why this is important. Relationship with T.I. and his son is important, and not Charleston White. Listen to the response that his son said in regards to what Charleston White had to say about him. Listen to this.
Boy, Charleston White, you was a bitch, boy. That nigga said he was with him. He was with him. Man, I stayed with my older cousins. Motherfucker went to point who did what. Man, we about to whoop your ass when you come back down here from Texas. Your ass, I can see you had a soft upbringing. That video I seen was just so funny. The nigga got so tough when the police, you see the lights. Nigga got so tough, started yelling, boy.
Let me explain to you what that video was about. Somebody rolled up on Charleston White, and he called the police on him. I guess those individuals got arrested. He was a video that his son was referring to. He said, all of a sudden, now the police come up. Now you tough. Now you so tough because the police involved. So that's what he was talking about. Let's continue.
The red and blue lights, man. Save a nigga life, huh? Boy, Charleston White, you was a bitch, boy.
So that was his response to him. Let me take this banner off so y'all can see my lovely candle. So that was his response. Okay. That was his response. And now this is the next clip right here. He responds to King.
I put my foot so far up your.
No, that's not it.
Say my mama raised a bitch. Nigga, your mama and dad raised a yellow freak. Yeah. That nigga T.I. son say, nigga, I'll whoop your old ass.
Mr. Understand me, man. As soon as I finish my monologue, I'm gonna open up the call lines. But right now we're talking about the Charleston White, T.I.'s son. This is his response to his son's, I guess, what seems like a light threat. So let's see what he has to say.
Say my mama raised a bitch. Nigga, your mama and dad raised a yellow freak. Yeah. That nigga T.I. son say, nigga, I'll whoop your old ass. Now T.I., you raising these kind of little yellow motherfuckers. You got a yellow motherfucker. Look how your son look. Talking about he'll jump on a 50-something-year-old nigga. Your boy, hey, so T.I., them kind of boys you got? Say, T.I., listen, if your boy jump on me, y'all will bury that yellow motherfucker. I shoot him right in his goddamn throat. Look, I wish an 18, 19-year-old nigga would jump on me. Boy, I Trayvon Martin, that little motherfucker. I swear to God, my right hand to God. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. If T.I. son jump on me, I'm on George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin, his little motherfucking ass. I'm gonna let him get on top of me. Pow, pow.
Holy shit. Did you hear that? He said he was going to George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin his ass. Did you hear that? T.I. son's response was light, but he dead deliberately said that he was going to shoot him. And y'all think that T.I. shouldn't be mad on social media seeing this old, I don't want to say old dusty, but this old man threatening to shoot him in the throat. And making comments as severe as referring to George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin. Let's not forget what happened to these two individuals. They both went through an unfair death, and he referenced them in regards to the position that he would be in when he shoots him. That's his position on his. You started this, so don't get mad if they respond in a way that you don't want them to respond. This is all social media warfare. You are too old to be bickering, going back for targeting young men, 18, 19 years old. Is still first and foremost, you have to understand that 18, 19 years old is an adult legally, but it is not an adult mentally. You have to understand that an adult at the age of 19 is only legal by your age. It does not mean that you are an adult through your maturity. So this is when T.I., his father, jumps in and responds to everything that the boy was saying. Listen to this. This is a little lengthy one, so if y'all want to listen to it for a second, let's hear what T.I. has to say. Said a couple things. Let's play.
Hey.
Oh no, this was one of them. Here we go. Boom.
No expense on your ass, boy. About mine. Nigga. Give a fuck about no police, nigga. Do all my time, nigga. I do all my time. About mine. Man, my nigga, look, man. Go play with a nigga who you can play with, my nigga. One thing we ain't finna do is pretend like we on the same motherfucking level, nigga. It's one thing we ain't finna do. So I ain't, man, listen, bro. Just keep. If you got something to say to me, nigga, talk to me. Don't talk to no child. Cause you put yourself on the child's level, nigga. Like my nigga.
Understand the position where T.I. is coming from. You're coming after my family. You are coming after my family. And I'm not going to just sit there and let you just deliberately threaten his life. Because you don't know how far that's going to go, especially with social media. You don't know how connected that man is, how many people that he know. You all of a sudden are connected to the police, but all of a sudden now you just have to make direct threats to shoot him. But now when T.I. says, if you got a problem with him, come to me. Pick somebody your own size. Set it. Now he gets mad and he was like, let's get a UFC match. I ain't never seen you fight a day in my life. I ain't never seen you fighting a day in your life. Why does T.I. have to be the type of person that has to fight? Why does T.I. have to be a person that has to be seen on TV in drama? Oh, he's one of the few people that you haven't seen in drama. Now he wants to fight. No, tell that same shit that you told to his son that you was going to shoot him in his throat. Tell it to T.I. Oh, no, you didn't say that. You said, let's do a UFC match and let's prepare for 6 months. Why you got prepared for 6 months? You didn't wait 6 months. You didn't wait 6 months to threaten him to shoot his son in his throat. You didn't wait 6 months to threaten to shoot his son in his throat. Understand where he's coming. Understand where T.I. is coming from. No, he meant come see me now. You got a problem with my son? Come see me now. Let's continue.
I don't have no gang. I ain't in no gang. I got family. I got motherfuckers who willing to risk their lives and freedom to die by me and mine. You hear me? Well, don't fucking play with me, man. Don't fucking play with my motherfucking child, nigga. Ever, nigga. My nigga, I ain't even on no sucker shit, my nigga. I don't play with you motherfucking suckers, man. I don't play with you suckers at all, nigga. I don't play with you suckers. And I appreciate not being played with by you suckers, man. I don't know why, nigga, man. Grown ass man feel like he got something to say about King. Man, nigga. Nigga, I put my foot so far up your ass, you'll floss your teeth with my shoelaces. Nigga, don't motherfucking play with me, bro. Don't play with me, bro. Don't play with mine, bro. Don't play with mine. Just don't play with mine. I ain't finna say no name, cause nigga, I don't play police game. Nigga, if I go to jail, it's gonna be for something. It's gonna be for something. I don't play no police game. Just know as you move around, man, nigga, life is real, bro. This shit ain't no motherfucking joke. This ain't no motherfucking game. Nigga, I don't make threats. I said bets, nigga. I don't, nigga, hey, listen, bro.
You heard that? You heard that? He said we ain't gotta play with guns. He said, be a man. Come put your hands up. He said, I don't make threats, I make bets. What did he mean? Let's do a celebrity match. That's what he meant by that. Side knock your old dusty ass out. He said, fuck the threats. Let's make a bet. Come fight me. Come and see me. And he didn't mean 6 months later.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, I got nothing but time today, motherfucker.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up. You big dummy.
He didn't mean 6 months of training. Nah, you made them threats now. Come fight me now. That's what he meant. If you man enough to threaten my child, be man enough to come to me now. Not in 6 months to prepare yourself. Not in 6 months. Pick somebody. Oh, that's right. Because you too old to fight. This is T.I.'s position on this. You're too old to fight. You're a punk. That's how T.I.'s looking at him. He's looking at him as a punk. All that tough stuff you was talking, but you can't come see me in person. He knew what's up. This is all about clout. But he's doing it in ways hitting people below the belt. So you can't get mad when people respond the way that they respond. Point blank, period. That's it. Let's continue.
Man, say what you want about me. Leave my motherfucking children out your motherfucking.
You heard that? She said, leave my children out your mother flipping face. You can say whatever you want about me. Pick somebody your own size. That's what he's trying to say. Let's dissect the frog. Let's continue.
What? That's it. And I wouldn't even know about it, man. I wouldn't even know about it, man, bro. The difference between me and other people, man, nigga, until you have people on your payroll whose households that you provide livelihood for, nigga, I got a business right here, nigga.
Let's dissect that. So we read the history on Charleston White's past and how Charleston White made an effort to change his life around and to become a service to the community in his way that he's doing it, right? So this is how T.I. is doing his, right? Listen to this.
Goddamn 24 people on the payroll. I got a bid in that though. We got 18 people on the payroll. Nigga, I got 2 clothing lines. Nigga, we got 30, 40 some people on payroll. Nigga, I got motherfucking 143 unit complex. Nigga, with affordable housing down the street. Nigga, I'm providing jobs and opportunity to people. All you is providing is fuck shit.
Let me stop you right there. I agree with that because both of them. Let's say this. Let's do some comparisons. Charleston White and T.I. both come from unique backgrounds. What they have in common is those backgrounds is what got them both in trouble with the law. So what they also have in common is ways that they decided to change their life around for the better for themselves by being a service to the community in their own unique ways. Okay, so cool, right? T.I. has his. Charleston White has his. But T.I. saying that I don't have to be a positive influencer to the community and be messy with it. See, what you're doing is being messy just to get your name out there. You get what I'm saying? And here's the thing. Charleston White's already out there. So therefore, people know who you are. You don't have to keep bashing. This is the problem, that he continues to do it. Let's continue.
Fuck can you come tell me and mine, nigga? The thing we ain't never gonna do is pretend we on the same level. So nigga, man, look, man, get back, crawl back in your little dusty ass hole, nigga. Crawl back in your little dusty ass hole, man. Stay the fuck out my goddamn way, man. And I wouldn't even know what the fuck you had going on if it wasn't for my motherfucking old lady calling me and asking me about it. What's up, man? In that door, big dog. I love and respect. Everybody who ain't got shit, everybody who ain't got shit going on, they got goddamn, man. You ain't got to come and cast your misery over here, bro. Niggas busy. Niggas is fucking busy. Now, with that being said, man, I'm gonna get back to trying to be positive, man. Get back to trying to be positive, man. And bro,
this is where the threat comes. Listen to this.
You want to see me in person? You can see me in person. And no, I'm not talking about academics. I done already spoke to Ek, man. We done already talked.
He didn't say anything about shooting him. He said, "Come fight me." Listen to this.
I ain't talking about academic, man. He and I have already had, we've had our conversation and shit, we moved on, the both of us. Yes, ma'am. Could you give me one moment if you don't mind, please? Please, I will, but I'll be with you in 1 second. Thank you so much for your patience. Man, my nigga. Bro, all I want to do is mind my motherfucking business, bro.
All right. So, and then his response is like, set it up, set up the fight. Set up the fight with the UFC challenge. We go through 6 months training and all the stuff like that. Set it up. I don't have that video. I wish I did. But let me explain to you why the relationship with his son is very important. Let me explain to you why that's important. Because could he have influenced him to not respond in that manner? Yes, he could have. He could have. My suggestion, like if I had it my way, Phantom Snap. Okay. If it was up to me, I would say that T.I. just focuses on his son, sit him down, and guess what? He did have a conversation with him. Don't pay that old man no mind. And this is why, but I will tell you this, his son is now 18 and 19. T.I. cannot hold his hand forever. So with that being said, I want to read a quote tonight that is something important to me. I want to read a quote. This is the quote of the evening. And you guys tell me what you think about this. Oh, by the way, I have to keep bringing this out throughout the show. Please, if you have not done so, before I read this quote of the evening, okay? If you have not done so, please make sure, if you are watching right now, that you subscribe, like this video, share this right now to a friend while you're watching live, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so, and hit that bell so you do not miss a single show. Okay? So you do not miss a single show. All right. So this is the quote of the evening. It has everything to do with tonight's show. Here is the quote of the evening. 1 Corinthians 13:11. This is the King James Version. It says, "When I was a child, I spake as a child." That basically means I spoke as a child. I understood as a child, and I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. I think that T.I. should give his son a little bit of wings to spread and see what it is like to be a man, because he cannot hold his hand forever.
Major key.
I'm going to read that again. 1 Corinthians 13:11 said, when I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. I think T.I. should give his son a little bit of wings to spread and see what it's like to be a man, because he can't hold his hand forever. You can guide him and all that stuff like that. That's cool. But, you know, he's at an age now where, like, he feels like, I'm an adult. I'm grown. But it's important. It is important for you as a father to build him up and mold him as much as possible up until the age of an adult. It's not going to be easy. I get it. Boys going to be boys. But this will also makes it a problem. And I was watching this last night. I was watching Chew the Fat with Smooth. Shout out to him. A lot of this inspiration to do this topic tonight was when I watched this podcast last night. So shout out to you. So, and what I got out of that last night, and I tapped into that conversation. I think I might pull that up. I think I am going to pull that up. What I got out of that was children are most active and they are most vivid when they are children. Humans are most active. They are most reactive off of what their parents do. And T.I. has gotten in quite some trouble a few times, like while his children's growing up. So they see this stuff. So, you know, I'm sure, I truly believe that T.I. did the best that he could to try to be a father to his children. I just seen a recent video of, nobody's talking about this though. Nobody is talking about the conversation that T.I. did have with his child. He did talk to him. He did lecture him. He did lecture him. And I want to see if I can find that video. Yep. Here it is right here.
Let's listen in. Oh, this energy you've been putting out there. And you probably thought it was going to come in the form of like an op. You know what I mean? You thought you were going to have to, you know, it don't always come the way you think it's coming. It don't always come the way you think it's coming.
I don't want to play the whole thing because I don't want to get copyright, but the point is, this is, I want to show this to y'all so y'all can see this. I want to show this to y'all so y'all can see this. I don't know if you can see it that well. Anyway, the point is, T.I. had a conversation with his son in his studio. They had a conversation about it. He spoke to him. He lectured him. He spoke to him about it. And I think this will be the end of it, unless they're in immediate danger. But that's my message for this. Unless you're in immediate danger, or you feel like you're in immediate danger, don't pay this old man no mind. He just trying to get his clout late in the game. And you know, it's just a certain way that to do it. You know, targeting people, targeting human lives, is not the way to be respected. But this is a pattern, because he's had multiple issues with multiple rappers. He doesn't like the he talks about them as Pookies and Ray Rays when he himself was a Pookie and Ray Ray. Can we please make that make sense?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
I said it. I said it. He doesn't respect the rappers. He does not respect the rappers. Give me 1 second. I'm about to open up the call lines, and I want to know what y'all think. I'm about to open up the call lines, and I want to know. Do you feel like it's important for a father? Should T.I. let him spread his wings, or should he continue to mold him, being as though he is a newly adult? See, the thing about being 18 or 19 years old, you know, it's like being a baby all over again, but you're an adult. The only difference is it's a little harder now that you're 18 and 19, because it's like trying to, and I said this, it's like trying to re-potty train an adult. You can't teach him the basic things. It's too late for that. The only thing you could do is try to adapt him to today's society and try to, whatever damage is done. But the fact that these two are still together, they still have a bond. It's still hope for them. And T.I. has that. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that, I personally, in my opinion, I don't think that T.I. threatened him. T.I. was only trying to tell this man, look, pick on somebody your own size, but keep my son out your mouth. Keep my son out of this. You try and get fame and clout, that's cool. Don't come after my 18-year-old. Come after somebody your own size. He ain't like that, though. But in my opinion, T.I. did not threaten him. He just gave him a dose of his own medicine. His son said that he was going to fuck him up. Charleston, listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. Charleston White started this whole thing, clowning him, stuff like that, right? T.I.'s son responds saying that we'll fuck you up. Charleston White response says, I'll shoot you in your throat. That's a whole nother ball game. T.I. King's dead. T.I. then jumps into the picture. All right, now you're going too far. Now you're going too far. And he responds back by, come see me in person. Let's fight. He didn't respond by saying, I'll shoot you. I did it. I think if you ask me, I think T.I. and his son, more so T.I. responded properly.
What did you say again?
I said, what the fuck I said?
I think he responded properly, if you ask me. He said his piece, and he kept going. But let me tell you why this is important. Because people forget that T.I. is a human. And just because he's a celebrity, he's supposed to just be a robot. No. And I have a video I want you guys to listen to. T.I. responds emotional about y'all watched all this and all y'all was doing, y'all did nothing about it. Y'all were just sitting there just laughing and hee ha ha. Yeah, everything I do for this community, you see my family being threatened, and this is how y'all react. Listen to this. Listen to this. This goes to show you that these people are still human. They have the ability to emote. Listen to this. A lot of people probably don't know about this video, but I want y'all to hear it because this is important. Listen to this. I'm going to dissect this video. Tell you why this is important. This is T.I.'s talking. He's
Hey, I just watched the dude say he was gonna shoot my son in the throat.
Case in point right there. He says, I just watched a video that say he's going to shoot my son in the throat. His son didn't say he was going to shoot him. He said he was going to whoop his ass. That is a natural 18, 19-year-old reaction. He's young. That's how kids think. But this is how this individual thought, because I'm not saying every 18, 19-year-old thinks like this. He's seen his father in a couple of tussles. So his normal, seeing what your parents do as a child, you think that's what's supposed to be done. His reaction was, I'm gonna whoop your ass. He said he was going. Charleston White response saying that he was going to shoot him in the throat. That's a whole nother level. Let's start this over again so y'all can hear this. What T.I.'s emotional response to this. Listen to this. Mind you, he still has to deal with the paparazzi, the social media. Don't think that what you say, just because you're just one out of a million people respond to him, that he's not watching this. People get affected by this. This is why people such as Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, more so Cardi B with Tasha K, was spreading, lies, allegedly spreading lies about her, saying that she had some type of disease. This is why Cardi B sued her for defamation of character, because what you say about people on social media matters. This is part of social media warfare. It may not be a type of warfare that starts in death, but it is a warfare that you're starting slandering somebody's name. Disrespect, public disrespect for somebody who is minding their business. When you slander somebody's name in bad faith and you're lying about it on top of that for your personal gain, don't get mad with the consequences. You then turn into an opponent where they have to respond publicly, however they chose to respond. This one right here with Tasha K and Cardi B, she responded by suing her after she gave her multiple opportunities to stop. And what did she do? She kept going. So now there's the consequence. Tasha K bank account, is on. It's on by broke. This response with Charleston White saying things about little Charles, he went below the belt for his, to get some attention, because he knew them as children. He knew that they would respond. He knew they would respond. It was like marketing genius for him, because all this drama got him a sold out show. Him talking about people that he really don't care about in the first place. This is why it's important for people like T.I. He is in a position where he can put his son in position, continue to talk to him, and tell him that don't pay attention to old people like that. This is just how people are. He still has the opportunity to do that because he's still a new adult. And I feel like they do have a good bond. You're going to have ups and downs. He's a boy that's a man, his father. You know what I'm saying? It happens. People are not perfect. We're human. People are human. But I feel like they do have a good relationship. They're going to have good times and bad times. They're going to go back and forth. But as males, father like son, if you're going to get through those hard times, and you're going to talk it out, keep it going. You're still going to love each other. And that is one of the main components about family. Family is not where you came from. It is what you build of it. See, I can't count his son as far as building his own, because he's just becoming an adult. So he still falls under this component of family where T.I. plays the role, where it is still T.I.'s role to continue to build this temple and sustain the foundation. T.I.'s son is not in a position where he could just go out on his own and float. He just became 18, 19 years old. He got a few years that he needs to prep himself before he gets thrown out to the wolves. Look how he's responding to social media. Imagine if he was already out there on his own. He wouldn't know what to do. So he needs somebody like T.I. in his life. No matter what happened with them in the past. Fuck all that. This relationship with T.I. and his son is important. And it's important that T.I. continues to keep him grounded. To keep him away from old men like this guy that's just trying to get some notoriety.
You big dummy.
You get what I'm saying? So let's read this quote one more time. 1 Corinthians 13:11 said, when I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child, and I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. This is the phase right here where T.I. should, if you don't know, that's what you're there for. You gotta teach them. You gotta teach them. You can't assume somebody. Let's go to a relationship real fast. If a man and a woman goes out on a date and he does not open up the door for her, she can't get mad at him and say, you know, he a Pookie and Ray Ray because he didn't open up the door. He's not used to a classy woman who likes those things. So you got to tell him. You got to teach him. T.I. is still in a position where he still can teach his son and should teach his son because he just became a legal adult, but he is not an adult mentally. So this is why it's important for him to step in. And it's not going to get any further than this because he's not playing about that by his children. He's not. So let me get your thoughts on this. The call lines are open. The call lines are open. We don't have a phone line tonight, YouTube. However, I will put the stream link. So now if y'all want to go live, you may do so. Instagram, the call lines are open. I'm going to put the video chat link, YouTube, in the comment section. Video chat link. The video chat link is there if you want to go live. If you are new to my platform, this is the new rule. You must cam up. You must cam up. If you do not cam up, you cannot come on to speak. Stay in the comment section. If I know who you are, I will give you the option to cam up. If you don't want to cam up, that's fine. Instagram, same thing. If you're new to the platform, you must cam up. If I don't know who you are. If I know who you are, you've watched my content a few times, and I've already gotten familiar with you, I have no problem with you not camming up if you don't want to. But I would love for you to cam up because I would sure enough appreciate seeing who I'm speaking to, and I would love for everybody to see who I'm speaking with. With that being said, it's time to get out your feelings and let's get into the conversation. Call lines are open. Video chat link is open. And here's the disclaimer. In the call lines, the video calls, and the chat room, any participation into this platform, into this podcast, you waive all rights to privacy as all content from Instagram and YouTube is permanently posted up on YouTube. This is a public platform. Let's get into it. Waiting for the first caller. I need to know your opinion on this. And I got a pretty good monologue out of this, so I hope you was able to pay attention. And I'm going to open up the call lines. I would love to hear your opinion on this. Should T.I., that's the question. Should T.I. continue to mold him? Let me put you on the screen here. 1 second. You all dolled up. Let me see something right fast. Give me 1 second.
I'm not all dogged up.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Looking good tonight, cammed up, ready to go. Is that false locks? Is that false locks?
Yes, it is.
Yep, that's right. So how you doing? Just introduce yourself to everybody.
I am Devion. And what's up, everybody? I'm calling out of the G8.
Hey, calling out of the GA. Okay, shout out to you. So you got to hear the monologue tonight. This is the topic question that everyone asks everybody. Should T.I. continue to mold his son, being as though that he's now a legal adult, or should he let him spread his wings now that he's a legal adult? Yes or no to that topic question, and why? I'll be quiet for a while. I'll let you speak.
Yes, he should still continue teaching.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me your whole aspect. You heard a lot of the monologue, the videos that I played. Take your time.
Just called you. I would say yes, because when you're a father, when you're a parent in general, your teaching never stops. Never stop. And I think the problem is nowadays most parents, when they kids, I would say when they turn 16, they kind of back off. Or you almost grown, or you need to figure out by yourself. And the problem is that how can these kids figure out something if they've never been taught?
Exactly. Go ahead, continue.
You know, before you crawl, before you start walking, you're crawling. And what do most parents do? We hold on to you. And that's the problem. Most parents don't hold on to their kids. And you know, that's my thought about it. It's you just don't stop because your kid is 18. You just don't. I still need my parents, and I'm 34. And I love calling my mom and, hey, what you doing? You know, hey, what is your opinion about this? So
it's good to be in a position where you can rely on the wisdom of your parents. If you grew up in that kind of childhood, you know, where you had now everybody didn't have their mom and their dad, and everybody that did have their mom and their dad, or whether a single mom, or even more so that we see lately, single fathers, everybody didn't have that perfect white picket fence upcoming. You know what I'm saying? Did you have a uncle, a cousin? You know, did you have, you know, like whatever it was? So those who did have their father in their life, you know, it's the father's responsibility, not the child, because the child didn't ask to be here. It's the father's responsibility to mold that child, in this case, the son. Father-son relationships are important if they're present. If they're present, it is their job to teach them and prepare them into a world that they did not ask to be in. That's the bottom line, period. Now, I want to ask you this next question. Do you feel like that T.I.'s response to him was a threat or a proper response? Because you heard my opinion. I don't think it was a threat. If you disagree with me, disagree. That's fine. I'm not here for agreements. We wouldn't have a show if there was just we agreed on everything. But in my opinion, he didn't have that wasn't a threat to him. That was just exactly what he said. He said, that's a suggestion. Keep my kid's name out your mouth. His kid responded with a natural 18, 19-year-old young-minded response. I'll whoop your ass.
Exactly.
Trayvon.
Exactly.
You got me about to say Trayvon Martin. Holy Jesus. Charleston White's response was, I'll shoot you in your throat. I'll Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman your ass. That was his response to a social media war that you started. Social media warfare that you started. And then T.I.'s response is, I feel like I call him mature. Because all he said was, look, I don't do threats. I do bets. What did he mean by bets? He meant celebrity match. He didn't mean by celebrity match. He meant, here's a bet. I bet that if you come to me right now, he said, if you come to me right now and you make it out, congratulations. You can talk all the shit you want. But I guarantee you won't come to somebody at your own size and be talking that shit. That's all he was trying to say.
Yeah.
That's all he was trying to say.
You big dummy.
All right. So back to the question. Do you think that T.I.'s response to him, in your opinion, was a threat or a proper response? And why? Take your time.
I will say that T.I. response was very proper. One, you don't threaten my child. I'm sorry. And then two, T.I., I like how he said, if there's a problem, come to me. If there's a problem, come to me. There's no reason that you're bringing a little boy into this.
Right. We could talk about this like men.
Exactly. And it shows where his mind at. For you to bring a little child involved in a dumb situation, your mind is like, come on, bro. Like, honestly, like, where's your mind at? And I think that T.I. just got to the point where he just like, look, if you want to be petty and stoop that low, we can do it too. And so, I mean, his response to him, I agree. I disagree. I mean, I agree. I just feel like that they could have talked privately instead of on social media, but you know how that goes. But you just don't. You just don't bring a little kid. It's just, I'm sorry, you whack. If you listen to this and you hear this, you whack. Because what a grown-ass man trying to fight a little boy. Go pick somebody from your own side. Like, go find somebody your age.
Right, right.
You're out here looking whack. You're looking stupid. Most of all, because at the end of the day, this little boy, he's still learning. Let's go back to the topic. He's still learning how to be a man. He's still learning how to protect himself as a man and his identity, you know, especially because his dad is T.I.
And here's my thing. It's not necessarily the fact that his dad is T.I. I want to take the notoriety thing out of this when it comes to family relationships. He's still a man, just like I'm a man, right? He still has a son that his duty is to protect, as long as he can protect until he becomes a mental adult a mindset to where he can float on his own. If they have that bond, like you said, it'll get to a point where he can choose to come back to him for advice if he's able to, and he should be able to come back to him for advice. It's up to him at that point on what the information that he gives him, what he takes with and do with it.
Right.
But right now, he still needs his father.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He still needs it. And I couldn't play the whole video because I would have got copyright. It had some music in the background. But he did. A lot of people was asking T.I. saying T.I. should confront his son. He did. I showed the proof. We also showed the proof that that Charleston White was pretty much doing anything and everything for clout and was just throwing picking in. He knew who to pick.
Yeah, he knew.
He knew mentioning T.I. would have gotten no attention, but mentioning T.I.'s son would have did a double whammy. He knew the son would respond like a child would, and he knew it would get the attention of his parent because he knew it would escalate. Because he knew he wasn't going to stop. He was going to keep going. He was going to keep going. He knew he was on. This was marketing genius for him because he knew he had a show coming up, and he knew this.
The hoes gonna love this.
And he knew that it would get him a sold out show.
He knew.
But is that a way for you to get attention? A lot of people are bloodthirsty nowadays.
You big dummy.
A lot of people are bloodthirsty nowadays for attention.
Yeah.
Because like I said, we're in an internet ruled society. We're in the internet era, ladies and gentlemen. And the algorithm of the internet era, forget US algorithm, but this is a common thing. The algorithm in the US is based off of drama. And especially if you're a comedian.
Oh yeah.
But comedians didn't have to go that low below the belt. Look at Cat Williams. Cat Williams is the #1 financially successful comedian. Not a single corporation has owned any of his content. He 100% owns all of the profit behind all of his shows, all of his documentaries, everything. He owns all of that. And, put Charleston White in a comedy stand back in the day with Steve Harvey and throw him on what do you call that damn thing? Showtime at the Apollo.
Oh yeah.
I bet you without him having to go through the drama to get him up there, I bet you he fooled.
You big dummy.
But this is what you want to teach people. You don't want to teach people this to simply ignore. He could have also taught him like this, right? Mm-hmm. There is a way to respond, even if you wanted to respond back and give him a taste of his own medicine. Not going below the belt, but this is what you got to learn to do, right? Learn how to, and I watched a video on how to respond to somebody who's insulting you, right? You want to insult the insult, right? So he said that he was an ugly yellow nigga, right? He could have responded back if if this was adult him, he could have responded back something like this. Okay, I look like I'm a yellow nigga, huh? I get it. I can admit I come straight from the Simpsons. But which character were you playing? Sideshow Bob. Now come say that shit to my face, and I'm gonna show you what Sideshow Bob gonna do. He could have responded like that. You insult the insult, but he's not on that maturity level where he can do that. He's not a comedian. That's how he knew what he was doing, because he was targeting a young adult.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
But at the same time, how do you even let it process in your head? Well, let me attack his son. That's a mental illness. Like, what, why? Is
Clout.
money more important?
Clout. And it comes in all ages and sizes. Look at Lizzo. Lizzo minds her damn business. And she is the #1 target of every single person because of her weight.
#1.
She branded herself as a plus size artist, music artist. That's how she's branding herself. She wanted to lose. Now, I don't know if she really wanted to lose weight or not, but I did read up on something where it said when she tried to lose weight, she got bastardized by media. Kanye West then jumps in and says that the media is trying to say that that it's okay to be plus size, where it's a clinical health issue. I mean, do you agree with that? Do you agree with that? If you just listen to the words, don't shoot the messenger. If you just listen to what he's saying, is it a medical fact?
Right. I hear you.
It's a medical fact. So, but my thing is, right, Lizzo responded back to everything that she says gracefully. That's the point that I'm trying to say. She responded back gracefully. This is an adult. Remember what was that comedian that said something about Lizzo? Let's look him up. Let's look him up real fast. Lizzo beef with comedian. What's that guy's name? Ari Spears. Ari Spears. Remember the beef that Ari Spears had with her?
Yeah.
All right. So let's play this video real fast. Okay, I'm gonna take you. So let's play that video real fast, right?
Yeah.
I'm playing it up right now so you can hear it. Ari Spears beef with Lizzo, right? Ari Spears made comments that he said he was fat, she was fat. All they asked him was, "What is your thoughts on Lizzo as a music artist?" He responded with that, and then he made comments antagonizing her about her weight that had nothing to do with the topic question. So, if you choose to do that, cool. But guess what? He is a comedian, right? But guess what? This is why I don't give him so much pushback, because he picked somebody his own size, literally. But she's an adult. She's a full-blown adult. She knew how to respond. She responded back the same way she responds back every time somebody says something about her, gracefully. So you, as an old man in your 50s, now all of a sudden you targeted a child. Not only that, now all of a sudden, if you put in a position where you got to cry wolf, the police, now you're a senior citizen. I've fallen and I can't get up. You big dummy.
PP, the EARPP people. No, get out of here.
I've fallen and I can't get up. So we're gonna pull up this video while I'm on here with you real fast. Okay. Let's pull up this video. Ari Spears goes off on Lizzo for showing off her body, right?
Right.
So this video came from, I'm going to source the video. I'd definitely love to give the credit to whom it is due. Give me a second here. I'm waiting for it to pull up. So this video came from the Art of Dialogue YouTube channel. Shout out to you guys if you tune into the Art of Dialogue. Follow their platform. Some content creators, they don't know that their stuff is being shared, but they do voice their opinion. If you share my stuff or whatever case may be, just give me my credit, just give me my flowers. So let's see what he has to say. Listen to this.
Yo, you know somebody that actually make good music, man? Lizzo.
Lizzo?
Yeah, bro. Have you heard her shit, yo? Like, as a songwriter, yo.
I can't get past the fact that she looks like the shit emoji.
Yo.
Very beautiful.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
They said what they said. All right, listen to this.
Oh, girl, she got a very pretty face, but she keeps showing her body off, nigga. Like, come on, man. Come on, yo.
And this is where he messed up at, right? So
Yeah.
But look, Lizzo responds to Aries Spears, right? Let's see if I can find a video of how she responds. She just insults the insult, right? This one comes from Entertainment Tonight. Let's hear her response to it, right? This is no different than what Charleston White was doing. He just chose a child because he knew it would get the response that he was anticipating by not picking somebody his size. He knew they wouldn't pay him no mind. And somebody said this last night when I was watching True to Fat with Smooth podcast. Somebody in the comment section said, right? They said, if this was...
They be like, Lizzo, why don't you clap back? Why don't you clap back?
Because if this was his son beefing with somebody his same age, they wouldn't even hear about it.
No, not at
Because
all.
it's somebody his own size. It's somebody his own battle. You get what I'm saying? This is only why, because it's coming from a 50-year-old talking about an 18, 19-year-old. This is why he knew this was the marketing strategy. He knew what he was doing and couldn't stay in the kitchen. Now look, this is somebody, right? Grown man talk about a grown woman, same size and all that. They asked about her music. He talked about her weight. She listens to how she responds. She insulted the insult, right? So listen to her response.
Right.
They be like, Lizzo, why don't you clap back? Why don't you clap back? Because, bitch, I'm winning, ho.
Lizzo was clapping back in the best way possible. By not clapping.
You get what I'm saying? You just gracefully insult the insult. Okay, you this is why I'm here. This is why you're there. But his son wouldn't know that. He's still mentally immature. He's just a newly adult. So that's why T.I.'s role in his life is still imperative to keep old men like him out the way so he can teach him. You got to teach him. You got to teach him.
No, you do. You do.
Got to teach him. And I want to see if I can find one more video because this is important. This is important.
No, absolutely. And it's just a shame that you have to stoop that low just to get your name out there.
Exactly.
Like, there's plenty other ways. Plenty other ways.
So let's find this video real fast, and I just want you to tell me what you think while I'm doing that. I'm also looking up, and guys, just as a reminder, I got this new little thing that pops up on the board, y'all. Y'all know what to do. The YouTube video. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe. So here we go, right? What was this? This is True to Fat with Smooth. Shout out to you. Shout out to him. He has some great content as well too. Always shouting me out. I love to show the same reciprocation back. Follow True to Fat with Smooth. So I actually I'm gonna play this because I actually tapped into his show. I called into the show. Turned my camera on, I cammed up and all that. Unlike y'all trolls, unlike y'all motherfucking trolls that popped up on my shit the other day. But we ain't gonna talk about that. It's okay. It's okay. I responded back gracefully by blocking y'all dumbasses. You big dumbass. That's right. That's all I got. Just click the button like pew, 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 pew. Me, pew. Pew, 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 pew. That's right. Now, I'm going to play this video here. This is a video with me and Chew the Fat with Smooth. right? And he wanted my weigh in on the situation. So here we go. We're gonna play this. We're gonna add this to the stream. I know he's gonna be really excited to see this on here. Here we go. And we're gonna holy shit, I hit the wrong one. All right.
Uh-oh.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It happens. Things happen. Just glad it didn't show up on the screen, y'all. So let's we're gonna click on this one right here. Let's fire it up. All right. Click on that and let's get it.
My friend, what's happening with you?
What up?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you well.
I hear you.
Listen, man, I put my whole life savings.
Y'all guys tell me if
T.I.
everything sounds good. Just put a 1 in the chat if everything sounds good. I think it does. If it does not, put a 2.
Test
So
1,
go
2,
ahead.
3.
You sound good to us. I
Yeah,
just
we
want to
can
make sure
hear
it's
you.
not echoing or
I
anything like
put
that.
my whole life savings and on my kids that T.I. will beat his ass. That man, come on.
I mean,
if this was that old video game Death Jam and shit like that, so it's just long. It will be and I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe his kids will beat his ass.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna call you back, okay? I'm doing my show. All right, call you back. All right.
Okay. Right in the middle of the show.
Appreciate you, Astro.
But you know what?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so let me give my opinion. So that's the first thing. That's the first thing the first thing that I said. The first thing that I said, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, T.I. will beat his ass.
I'm crying.
Because I must be missing the comments here. I'm crying, taking calls during the show. You get what I'm saying? So the bottom line is this, because you gotta check on your loved ones and stuff like that. Sometimes I can go a lot, and this is all about me practicing what I preach. I know I'm in my element, I do my work and stuff like that, but sometimes you just they gotta hear you, just so you know that look, no, I'm good, but just give me a minute, I'll be right back. It might irritate them at the end of the day, but you don't just ignore them, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger, and everybody that's watching me, it could be 10,000 people watching me. At the end of the day, none of those people are my loved ones.
Exactly.
When those curtains close, they're going to be gone doing what they do, and I'm going to be doing what I do. So you got to check in with your loved ones. So
that's why family is important, and that's why even for me, I grew up without my father, but I still try to find a way to make sure that I treat my brothers, family, like you said, family.
Your brothers.
Earn and show appreciation. You know what I'm saying? Give people that teach you their flower. It's so important. It's so important. And when you're in the process of learning, you're gonna latch out. You're gonna say anything. That's where the little boy come in. That 18-year-old comes in. But you 60, about to be on your deathbed. Come on now.
You big dummy. All right, so let's play. Let's hear what I have to say on Shoot or Fat with Smooth.
If he listens, you're on your deathbed. Stop. Okay, go get your ARPP, whatever. Hopefully,
yeah, hit that medical alert button. Hit that medical alert button. I've fallen. I can't get up.
Oh my God!
Let's see what you have to say on this real fast. This is the same. It's the same. It's not the same thing as PNB Rock, but it's the same concept. It's social media warfare. It's drama. He started this on the internet. He started it. They were minding their own business. He's a comedian, but he took it too far. He took it too far. He kept nabbing at him. It's not like he was at no comedy stand or anything. But guess what? Drama sells, and this drama sold out his show.
It did.
He knew what he was doing.
It did.
But he's taking low blows. He's taking low blows. He's going after his children. He's going after his family. Oh, look, the views is 333. Play that.
So, do you think that anybody else is also in the wrong besides Charleston White? Because I feel like he is mostly wrong, right? I think he is even more wrong than either of these two, because he started. From what I understand, he started it.
Okay, so we can see right here. Here's somebody else that covered this topic, right? He agrees. He agrees. Like, so now he wants to ask me, like, do I believe that they're wrong? The way and I responded the way I responded last night. But the more I started thinking about it, I'm like, my thing is, was he really wrong at all?
Stop the cap.
My thing was he really wrong at all for responding the way he responded?
No, because that what parent wants to hear somebody saying, I'm gonna kill your child. No parent wants to hear that.
It's not illegal. It's not illegal to threaten somebody. It's illegal to listen to me. It's not illegal to threaten somebody. It's just illegal to do it.
I agree. But
so if I'm saying I'm gonna put my foot so far up your ass, you're gonna be flossing off my shoelaces.
I know it's not illegal to threaten somebody, but here's the thing. When you have a dad that's from the street, let's be real. Don't that threaten, I'm gonna shoot your son and all that.
Gigi Chic said, no, he's not. No. And he said, not. He's 60. He says, I go ape shit for mine, period. All right. And guess what? That's right. And let me tell you something. Right? So,
I'm taking that threat like.
Yeah, and you know what? And my thing is, as far as what he said, right? As far as what T.I. said, all right. He said, I put my foot so far up your ass that you will be flossing off of my shoelaces, right? That's fighting. He said that he's going to shoot his son. T.I. responded with a fighting gesture, not hands to hands. He says, come on, no guns. Come to me and be a man. Say that shit to me. And he said, if you manage to walk away and nothing happens to you, he said, if you manage to walk away, nothing happens to you, be my guest, talk all the shit that you want. Because he knows that he ain't gonna come to him right now. You know what his response was? He said, call a UFC match, call that lady you was talking to, set it up. That's what he said. He said, set it up. He was so mad. Talking all that tough shit. Now this is where he starts getting crazy mad. He started getting crazy mad because he knows. He said we can go through the 6 months training and all that. Why you gotta wait 6 months? You didn't wait 6 months to talk shit about his son. Oh, he said, come to me now. Come see me now. Not 6 months. Not 6 months. Come right now. Say that same shit. But you ain't gonna pick nobody's side. Plus, you know, if you picked on somebody else's side, nobody would care. This was all about marketing. But don't be mad when you get the pushback that you get. Don't be mad when you get the retention that you don't want. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. You gotta take it all. You gotta take it all. Take the good, bad, and ugly. Whatever marketing move that you make.
Yeah. Because guess what?
If you're Kevin Samuels, right, and you have a platform like Kevin Samuels had, he has a lot of people that love him. I love this platform. He's the reason I started podcasting. And you have a lot of people that don't like him, but they still manage to call into his show. They still manage to troll him. They still say that he's They still say he's misogynistic. They still say that he's gay, but he spoke to only women on his platform because there was men on there that was trolling him. But the point is, he took the good, the bad, and the ugly. When you have a platform, you're marketing to have people, watch you perform songs, concerts, comedian shows, platforms, podcasts. You got to take all the good, the bad, and the ugly, however you choose to, however you choose to market yourself. This is how he was marketing himself. So don't get mad if it comes with the kind of pushback that it did.
You talking about Kevin Samuel?
No, I'm talking about Charleston White now. I'm talking about period. If you are marketing yourself, whatever it is that you're doing, however you choose to market yourself to get the attention, to get those people to come your way, don't be mad however you choose to market yourself. Don't be mad at the pushback that you get. Don't be mad. Be glad for the retention, but don't be mad at the pushback.
Yeah.
Let's hear this.
It's part of
I do know
he started off. Let's hear this.
Go ahead.
It doesn't matter if it ends up wrong. It doesn't matter if it ends up wrong. It's how it started.
Okay.
He was the aggressor. He chose to bully somebody that was minding their business.
Got it. Now check it out though.
So whatever the result is, it's on him.
Check it out though.
He even
I'm
listening.
Though here's the little issue we just might have with this. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We all talk about King. Everybody's talked about him. Listen, I put a video up about King and I talked about it, and it got the most views that I've ever got on any other video right now. It's the highest viewed video that I have in existence, right? Probably 3 times my second highest. And I got the most comments about it, and everybody had something to say about King. So the general public does it. Is it different now just because you become famous? You are no longer allowed to express your opinions on social media. Is that how we do it? Can we no longer say things? Can we no longer talk about people the way we did?
Well,
because
honestly,
at the end of the day, hold on. Dude, for real, I said there was a lot of bad things. T.I., if my name was big enough, he probably might have something to say to me right now. You know what I'm saying? For real. So I don't know. Or does he do?
You get what I'm saying? Like maybe hopefully I'm not receiving what he said wrong. But if his name was big enough and he said something about his son, he will respond to him. But if he says something about T.I., if T.I. responds back, T.I. not going to respond back as gracefully. No, T.I. going to respond back in a graceful manner. But if he said it about his son, now if he says something about T.I. has 2 options: ignore it or respond back gracefully. Insult the insult, right? But you talk about my son, now you talk about me and mine. You talk about your son, you disrespect your son, you disrespect me.
Period. That's why.
And that's the example. That's all he's trying to say. Now that Charleston White is out there, you get what I'm saying? If I was talking shit about his son, I wouldn't hear nothing back about it. But because I'm famous and talking about him, he has a voice. People listen to him. So that's public embarrassment.
Yeah.
And he knew to choose his son, because if he said it's about somebody his own size, his own weight, his own class, he wouldn't get no mind. But he wanted bonkers attention. So he knew to chose a child because he knew it would trigger him and trigger his father. So, somebody that he also doesn't have respect for, because he doesn't have respect for a lot of the music industry. I read something on that earlier. Did you hear that? He does not have a lot of respect for a lot of the music industry. I'm gonna get back to it in a minute, but let's finish playing this. I want you. Go ahead. You want to say something?
No, I was just saying he don't care.
Right.
He said the only way that I can get under this man's skin, say something about his kids. If I could talk about.
He don't care about him. He just knew that it would get his attention because it knew it would get him the attention. He knew he would get on his platform and speak about him, another big known person who's bigger than him, and he knew it would get his name out there. Now his show's sold out. Listen to this.
I mean, I do understand the threats are crazy and everything else. He went a little bit over the top. I'll say that. But we all have our fair share.
Who went over the top?
Of nonsense that we talk about.
Who you saying that went over the top? T.I.?
Yeah. No.
Why?
Charleston White went over the top.
Yeah, Charleston.
Oh, I was about to say, why did T.I. go over the top? T.I. should have went over the top.
Here's my question, though. Here's my
Because
question.
he went because Charleston went under the belt. You heard that? You heard what I said to Smooth? I said T.I. should have went over the top because Charleston White went below the belt. As far as T.I. is concerned, T.I.'s mindset is fuck that nigga. But he still responded back gracefully. That's what makes a better man of T.I. versus Charleston White. That's why I said he shouldn't even be paying this old man no. Don't even pay this. T.I. knew not to pay this old man no mind. But he put a message out there since he targeted his son saying, hey, look, you got a problem, come talk to me. I know it ain't a problem, but you trying to get clout, but now you mention my child. Now we're going to have a problem if you continue. He's giving them an opportunity to stop. He's saying, I'm telling you, it's just a suggestion. Because I'm telling you right now, if this continues, it's going to escalate. I'm telling you, mark my words. And when it does, remember this conversation, y'all. Remember this conversation. Let's go.
Going the route that he's going, like, ain't nothing going to get better for him. Nothing.
You get what I'm saying, though? And I want to read a specific thing that Charleston that I read on Charleston White in regards to his relationship with the a lot of these rappers, the music industry. I want to read something on that real fast. Who is Charleston White? I've seen it somewhere. I had it on here before. Yeah, here we go. From the U.S. Sun. So let's pull this back up again. Let's pull this up. Let's see. Did I get it up here? Okay, no. Here we go. Boom. All right. I'm doing good this time. Good job. Good work, Charlie. All right. Add to stream. Boom. All right. So we don't need that all the way up. All right. So I just want to find the part. All right, listen to this. Who's Charleston White? Charleston White is known for sharing stories of his criminal past on social media. Charleston White's online presence has earned a mixed reception from web users. Some of his biggest controversies were due to his comments regarding George Floyd, the death of late rapper DMX, as well as the deaths of Nipsey Hussle and King Von. He also made the headlines for his feud with Soulja Boy, which saw the two trading jabs over Instagram, right? All people his weight, all people his size. You get what I'm saying? Maybe not age, but they all grown. But you can see all those names. What do they have all in common? They're music artists. They're rappers. They're what he considers as Pookies and Riri's. They're all people that had some type of upcoming where they was in trouble and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he just at this point just giving messy. You know, he doesn't like the music industry. He has a big problem with rappers. But he knew he knew to target somebody that he didn't care about anyway, Son, because he knew it would get the ultimate response. Is it cool? No. Will I ever respect him for that? I can't respect that. That's not cool, dude. You know,
no respect from me. None.
Yeah, man. So it's like you gotta.
You call him a grown man. Well, a grown man and a little kid body. Because I mean, you're not even like, what are you doing? Like, the whole thing is just like, he needs to just get beat up. Let's just call it what it is, you guys. Because you're starting something that you can't finish. 1. 2, you're trying to make a name for yourself, but you're doing it the wrong way. And then you're trying to it don't. You're not even on a level.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm. That's right. And like I said, T.I., if you ask me, T.I.'s the winner in this. T.I. already won. And T.I. right now, as we speak, is somewhere talking to his son, leveling him back out if he did or not did already. You're gonna say, don't pay that old man no mind. He ain't nothing but dust.
The French toast out of here.
You know, so yeah, man. But all right, I appreciate that. Do you have anything else that you want to weigh in on this? Like,
no, just my input.
What should he do with his son?
Huh?
What should a father do with his son? What should he do about this? If this was you, what would you do?
Good question. Well,
you're still a mother. You're still a mother. You know, your son. You know what I mean? He didn't find out about it till Tiny told him about it.
I mean, I don't have kids, so I don't know exactly 100% of that.
Okay, so if this was your child, what would you do?
But I do have 5 nieces and 1 nephew, so I know don't mess with none of my 6. But I will say, which I've been through something like this before, and I would say, like, when nobody ain't paying your bills, they ain't giving you nothing to add on to your life. There's some couple of things I want to say, but I ain't gonna say it on IG. It's inappropriate, but if it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. They mad. Let them hate. Let him hate.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. Until you start threatening my life.
Listen.
Beating your ass and threatening you. That's just him responding saying, all right, you all that tough stuff like that. You tough. Let's see how tough you are. He responded with the physical component of challenging him to shooting him.
And I will say that talk is cheap. But here's the thing. Be careful what you wish for. I will end it like that. Be careful what you wish for. You want to bring the heat? Make sure you be able to stay in the kitchen.
That's right. That's right.
So,
and that was exact words out of his mouth too. That was his exact words out of his mouth. Hold on, we got another comment in here. Okay, I thought we had another comment. Okay, but yeah, that was exact words. You know, but you know, everybody, don't forget. Get a chance. I don't know if you are you logged into YouTube?
I think I am.
So yeah, when you get it, you know, share it, you know. So share this video to somebody. If you want to just watch. He said Stacks Dime says it's always a two-way street.
Yeah.
That's right. Stacks, you want to tap into? I would love to see you tap in. I want to hear your opinion on this. We're talking about T.I. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about T.I., his son, and Charleston White. T.I., his son, and Charleston White. This is a two-way street. I agree. I agree. This is a two-way street. But I'm going to paint the picture of Picasso for y'all. But let me get him in here. I appreciate you on here. Okay, cool. I'm gonna show you how to do that. All right, so I appreciate you. And tap back in. All right, let's get the next caller. Let's get the next caller. I accepted the request. I'll send you another one. Shout out to Stacks Dom. Shout out to Bella Lexus. I'll send another one. I did hit the live request. Guys, if you're new to the show, you must cam up. You must cam up. I need to know who you are. If I've spoken to you a few times and I already know who you are, that's cool. But if you could please, I ask that you cam up so we can see if you're calling into the show for the first time. But you know, this is a good conversation. This is a good conversation. I don't know if his phone died or something like that. They did request. They did request. But I enjoy. He said didn't get it. Let me send it again. But I enjoy the two of you, ladies. I want to get in touch with the two of you individually, because you know I see that the two of you are going to be definitely faithful to the podcast. I want to be able to do something special with you. Your attendance is very appreciated. Let me see something here. I'm going to try it again. Stacks Dime. How you doing, Dana Rich .x? We're talking about T.I. We're talking about T.I., Charleston White, and the controversy that was taking place with T.I.'s son. Stacks Dime, I think it was. Was it Stacks Dime? Yeah, Stacks Dime. Let me see real fast. Stacks Dime. Yeah, I don't see it in here, man. Try doing this. Try swiping your screen up and down, and then bring it. But until then, I'm going to just continue. You know, we're not done yet. I'm going to give at least one or two more people to tap on in here. I want to give a couple more people to tap in. Let's talk about T.I. and his son live. I'm going to send this to everybody again. I enjoy the conversation we had. And by the way, I'm going live again tomorrow. I'm not ending it right now. I'm just telling you, I'm going to do a show tomorrow. But this is a full-time schedule, y'all. I'm going full-time with it every night. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I just started this week. I had some times where I did my one a week, my 2 shows a week, but then I went heavy 1 week. But this is a full-time schedule. I'm going heavy with it. The algorithm on YouTube is now triggered, so I'm going live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So yeah, I'm giving y'all nonstop. All I need is y'all attendance, and share this to a friend because we're only getting stronger by the day. Please share this to somebody that watches content because I'm going to be on 4 days a week now because this is something that I really appreciate doing. This is my passion. I've always wanted to do broadcasting, and I love talking about relationships. It's been like this since high school. I love talking about this stuff because this is the number one conversation in the world. And, we gotta talk about it. Yes, he can call in. You know who he is? You say he can call in. I don't have the call-in number up tonight. I open that back up tomorrow. The call line will be back open tomorrow if he wants to call into the show. But yes, T.I., his son. How you doing? 26th Street, Lily. How you doing, Lily? If you want to tap into hit the live request, you can. If not, just enjoy the show. But let's finish talking about this. Now I want to get into the component of Boosie. Boosie response was a whole lot different than that of T.I.'s. Boosie's response was a whole lot different than that of T.I.'s, and we're going to dig into that. Listen, Charleston White, he got a game of chess with these rappers. It's like he just knows who to play with. He knows who to pick with. He knows who to pick his battles with. Let's play that video. Let's play that video. Boosie badass. Boosie response, because this started with Boosie, not with T.I. He started talking about Boosie's son. He just brought T.I.'s son in it, and it started a whole nother thing. Boosie responds to Charleston White. So let's bring that. Let's bring that up real fast. Okay, we're gonna share the screen one more time. Good old Google. All right. Pull that up. Boom. All right. Close that one. Need to see it that big. All right. So we're talking about Boosie's response versus T.I.'s response. Boosie reacts to Charleston White dissing Tootie. Who's Tootie? Tootie is his son, if I'm not mistaken. Apologize in advance if I messed that up. But let's hear what Boosie has to say about Charleston White. Because Boosie's response, if I want to sum it up, was, well, let me shut up.
Lil Boosie calls Charleston White for dissing Tootie Raw and fighting T.I. and his son King Harris. I got the whole video right here. I'm about to play for you guys. Just make sure you.
Who's this channel right here? Who's this? Shout out to CEO Media. Shout out to CEO Media. This is CEO Media channel. We'll go back. Find another one. I just want y'all to hear what Boosie has to say. I want y'all to hear what Boosie has to say. Boosie, Tootie responded. All right, here it go, right here. I think this is a better one that y'all can hear. But it's interesting. Boosie had a complete different response. No. All right. The bottom line is Boosie said, listen, I don't want no smoke. I ain't messing with him because I ain't trying to go back to jail. That's what Boosie said. What's up, Sean? That's what Boosie said. And it seems like Charleston White do have them wrapped around his finger. He knows who to mess with. I'm not saying that it's cool and he's not going to get any respect, But to somebody that don't care anyway, you just gotta let him find out the hard way. You know? So that was a good conversation, y'all. That was a good conversation. I want to see if I can find this video, man. If any of y'all want to hit the request, that's cool. I'll give y'all a few more minutes of my time before I go. But I will be live again tomorrow. I will be live tomorrow night. And if you're in my community group, I might even let y'all pick the topic. If I don't see anything that's compelling, I'm gonna find something. Believe that. But those of you who are watching, I might let y'all pick the topic. What is on your mind in our current state of in our modern society and our current state of dating? What do y'all want to talk about? There's 5 components. There's 5 forms of relationships. There's a business relationship. There's family. That's number 2. Number 3, your friends. That's another form of relationships. Number 4, your significant other. And 5, the relationship with yourself. So we have 5 forms of relationships that we could talk about. It's called relationship talk with G's. It does not necessarily mean boyfriend and girlfriend. There's 5 forms of relationships that we can talk about. So if y'all have an idea of something, y'all seen something that's trending or something, send it to my DM. You got my phone number, call me. Send it to my phone. I'll give you an email. So whatever. You know, I want to write this ITKE girl _ God and man. Yeah, because I want to bring you in here, and I just want to know what would you do if you was his son? Oh, I found it, y'all. I found it. Right here. Boozy responds. I'm gonna play this last one and give y'all a chance. But in the meantime, just in case you haven't done so. That's right. Boozy responds to Charleston White. And I think I have the video on here too. I think I had the video of Boozy. Ah, got it.
Charleston White.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna say nothing about.
This was Boozy's response to Charleston White. You ready?
What's your take on Charleston White? I'm not gonna say nothing about.
Geeky Chic says, I would love to jump on, but work has me in a chokehold right now. Pause. I'm actually doing work. She says family trauma will be an awesome topic. Family trauma. Let me write that down. Family trauma. And it kind of has something to do with this too, because like, you know, if they really had a rocky relationship, he would have been responding on his own. I'm telling you, his son would have been way more of a gangster. He would have had more of a gangster response, and he would have been like the rest of these kids out here all today. They would have been aiming for his death. But I don't think but clearly the way the situation came, T.I. has a handle on the situation. And they have to have some type of good bond, because if that's the case, T.I.'s son would not be in their lives. Perfect example. 50 Cent and his son, they do not have a good relationship with each other. And we can dig more into that too. 50 Cent and his son. This is a situation where, like, if something happened with 50 Cent's son, they don't have that bond with 50 Cent gonna respond, because 50 Cent said in an interview, how can I continue to love somebody that don't love me back? That is the bond with him and his son. That is the bond with him and his son. We could definitely talk about that, make some comparisons. Because the comparison between them and T.I.'s son, they rocky back and forth, from time to time. But hey, that's fatherhood, man. That's father son. You get what I'm saying? They'll get over it and they'll be cool. And they have that kind of relationship where they can do that. But if this is somebody else's son, like 50 Cent's son or something like that, or somebody else, just period. One of these gangster kids that really in that modern time, they didn't have that upbringing where they had somebody influential in their life, a man. You get what I'm saying? This would have went a whole lot different for Charles White. They'd have been gunning and looking for him. They'd have went cross country looking for this man. 50 made a video regarding his son asking for more money. Right. You get what I'm saying? And I want to talk about that because, it's something about that father not being or that father figure not being in your life. But this is a narrative that you want to paint too. 50 Cent is a celebrity. I don't know if his mom was with him before he got famous or after, but 50 Cent, he seemed like the man, a good man of character, just like T.I., who had a troubling background. So this does matter, because if this was 50 Cent's son, this would have went a whole different way. 50 Cent probably wouldn't have gotten involved at all. 50 Cent would have been like, well, I don't have a relationship with my son anyway. He don't listen to me, so you know what I'm saying? It probably would have been a war. It probably would have been a war far worse than what we talking about. It would have been a real war, probably. Who knows? So your relationship with your son matters. If the father's in your life, the relationship with your son matters. If your father's not in your life, okay, it happens. You have an influential cousin that's older that you can rely on, an uncle, a brother. You get what I'm saying? Somebody who's of age, who's been there, and actually has the actual wisdom and guidance to actually give you. You can't just throw yourself with anybody that's calling himself a father figure. No. You can't throw every biological father in your life and call them a father. Every biological father doesn't make them a good father figure. So that relationship, that family relationship with your son is very, very, very important. This is one of the biggest topics that we've ever talked about on the component of family relationships. I enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this. But let's hear this last clip from Boozy. Then I'm going to go ahead. We'll be back tomorrow. Let's hear this. His response to Charleston.
What's your take on Charleston White?
I'm not going to say nothing about Charleston White. My auntie and my uncle, they done begged me not to say nothing about that boy. They said, hey, that boy gonna send you to prison, so I don't even want to comment on that dude, he dangerous. I don't want to comment on dude.
There you go.
So you see, like, he definitely knows who to mess with. But like I said, in conclusion, Charleston White should not be a concern for T.I. It's exactly what I said in my title. Like father, like son. Why T.I. This is why T.I.'s relationship with his son is important, and not Charleston White. Just simply don't pay that man no mind. He know what he doing. Don't pay him no mind. This is all about being a better person. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. But once you threaten, now we got a problem. Fighting is one thing, but threaten to shoot them, fight somebody, get your ass beat, depending on how you fight. Shooting is an attempt to when you talk about shooting, you're talking about taking somebody's life. So, it never has to go that far. Never. But once you start doing that, now you're putting yourself into some dangerous territory where people like T.I., he said he'll do whatever he has to do to go about him and his. You know, so for me, it was a low blow. But I think the way T.I. has handled it is good. Keep up the good work, T.I. Keep doing what you're doing. I think you're doing a good job, and I think you handled it with class. All right, that's my view on everything. So there it is. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Tomorrow night we'll be live, same time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Holla at your boy. Make sure you like, share this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you haven't done something, hit that bell so you'll be tuned in, notified in advance. If you're in my community groups on Instagram, you will be sent this in advance. Good night. Good night. Thank you for tuning into Relationship Talk with G's, where conversations aim to keep you pleased. I'm your boy A1G's, and you have now been welcomed to the Guru's house. But you know the good old saying, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Deuces, we are over and out. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Candy.
Yeah. I think I want you, girl. I ain't gonna lie. Do what you want to, girl. Don't be so shy. I'll hit the blunt too, girl. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. I think I want you, girl. I ain't gonna lie. Do what you want to, girl. Don't be so shy. I'll hit the blunt too, girl. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, let me get high with me. Look at the sky with me. You said you would try with me. Now you surprising me. Come see the sunrise with me. Cause that's what I like to see. Yeah, that's what I like to see. You got me ride with me. You got me vibe with me. There's no need to fight with me. Ain't no need to cry with me. It won't be goodbyes for me. You keep getting high with me. Just like I'ma ride for you. I know you the type for me. Yeah. I know you the type for me. Keep on that life for me. I'ma need you in my sight for me. Cause that's what I like to see. Live up to that height for me. Then you'll be on flights with me. Yeah, I think I want you, girl. I ain't gonna lie. Do what you want to, girl. Don't be so shy. I'll hit the blunt too, girl. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. I think I want you, girl. I ain't gonna lie. Do what you want to, girl. Don't be so shy.